your winners semis at Homecoming. Yeah, this one's going to be weird because I think if anybody in your region plays Wii Fit Trainer, you are always going to have a little bit more of like that matchup advantage here. This is a niche character through and through with the way that she's kind of able to just kind of take stocks basically out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, even without the deep breathing, you know, you still have a lot of kill power against the lighter characters of Squirtle and Ivysaur. Once we see the Prodigal Zard come out, I think that's going to be a lot harder for Oolong to get these kills, especially without deep breathing. He's going to have to make sure his uptime is solid. Still got a good edge guard lining up for Beast, but it's never really an edge guard because Oolong loves playing off that lead. Doesn't really matter too much. He's still comfortable.
Yeah, honestly, Wii Fit going to ledge is kind of like a bait in a way, right? Like, you, as Wii Fit, you want your opponent to fight you there. But I think you were saying a little bit earlier that Beast has been playing shaky all day. I actually have to disagree with you. I think Beast definitely played shaky versus the Rob B Sword Fighter player, but I think we've seen a heat up ever since, right? I mean, beating Mr. E is no easy feat, and honestly, taking the first stock here is really important, but we have to notice how Beast is going to get off the ledge every single time because Oolong is constantly on it. Dash attack not going to be enough just yet, so we're going to throw out the header here, and Beast going to air dodge through the ball once more, but Magnet Hand's actually going to save it. Still, Oolong not going to let go of this edge guard at all.
Yeah, going high with the Flare Blades. Obviously a good choice, but still you're extending your lifespan as much as you can. I talked about how it would be tough for Oolong to get the kill on Beast, and almost 200% we finally do get the first stock off, but 50% behind. Has to do what you can. A little bit of Sun Salutation just to give yourself a little bit of distance and give more than just the header projectile as a mix-up option. Beast has to be ready for it. Covering the entirety of the space underneath the platform when it's fully charged, it just means that Beast has to make a move.
Yeah, absolutely. Good grab, though, by Oolong. We're going to get started with that deep breathing here. So now we have to watch out, especially on Squirtle, with Squirtle being a little bit lighter here. Water Gun not going to connect, but neither will Oolong's attacks either. So now we're back into this Wild West standoff. It's very impressive how many single times that Oolong hits these parries. It's very, very like important too. Definitely don't want to take this chip damage, but great pivot by Beast. And now we're going to potentially see down air a little bit early here, but can we pick up the edge guard? No, we can't. And now Oolong getting a couple of juggles here, and honestly, it's working out for them super well.
Yeah, Oolong's really good at getting those sharking opportunities. Still has to go back and get the deep breathing. You do lose a little bit of that advantage state when you do so, but doesn't really matter. Beast trying to go for every single up air in the book on that platform, getting right into the Pokemon switch, but so long Charizard.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once again, Zard is a little bit heavy, but thanks to deep breathing, that just kind of evaporates all of the struggles that you necessarily need here, but still, though, gonna get the ground here. Now Oolong taking a literal huge advantage here over Beast. If Beast is able to get something going with the Ivysaur, I can see it, but Switch is going to get called out, and that gives Oolong a great three-piece combo. Up smash not going to do it, so there's the F-tilt. Still has deep breathing ready to go. There's the forward air from ledge. That's the Beast special here. Now he's trying to line up for another one, but still Oolong just taking his time on the ledge, and that's what you need to do.
Yeah, and Beast is kind of like jumping on the platform a lot, trying to just be able to, okay, show I can get on the platform and get off very quickly. Oolong still getting pressured out enough where the F-tilt is going to get a nice ranged option to take that stock. Beast looking pretty good. I mean, I will say, like, I think Oolong still has a little bit more work to do, but he's still doing okay. He's just got to make sure that we don't see a long-lived Charizard. That's actually a 2 for 3, so the third one, we did have that like long life where it's like almost 200%, but the last two stocks were very quickly gone, and I think Oolong was able to find the kill options a lot more fervently than the first part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Oolong is playing extremely well, waiting for the switches, waiting for the correct time to get a lot of things started. So we'll see. Once again, it is a best of 5 as all of top 32 has been, which once again, we love long brackets at the end of the day. So let's see what this next game is going to bring to us. I'm sure we are in it for the long haul, but there is the very signature Beast hood up. That means we're just going to focus. But once again, I love the way that Oolong is playing so aggressively here.
Definitely. I mean, Oolong can be a mixed bag. You know, sometimes he will camp off the side as long as he likes, but I mean, Beast, I think, kind of lends himself to being a little bit more of a swing fest, no matter who he's up against. So, Oolong, I will say, like, we're going back to PS2, and I think that the slightly lower ceilings of PS2 were lending themselves really well to Oolong and his vertical combos. He was getting a lot in the last game. We'll have to see if it continues in this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Good neutral between both players so far. It's been, like we talked about, a really enjoyable set. Good pickup, though, by Oolong. You get a little bit of the deep breathing going. I like how now Oolong is actually going out to start challenging Beast, saying, you know what? You know what's up, and I'm going to get off there, but down air not going to connect, lining up the back air, but still the header going to come on in and save here. Great parry, though, by Beast, and now, once again, we're back into this neutral, finds the first back back air, lining up for the second. Great evade by Oolong, and Beast still so slow, unable to punish the free fall.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like Oolong is a phantom off stage, just does not get hit no matter what. Just blurs through everything that Beast is throwing out, and still getting a couple good gut punches as well to try to take the wind out of Beast's sails. You can see that he's struggling to get the kill yet again, but deep breathing, maybe he can make some differences.
Yeah, still though, no punish on there except for just landing on the stage. There's the grab. Oolong once more, starting to take a little bit of a lead here, but you love when Beast does that. That's what Ivysaur does best. Really just kind of comes right down and just says, guess what? Giant up air hitbox. Back to even though. So now it's just deep breathing. Once again, both players I think are starting to play really well. I've seen Beast like try and back air through header a couple times with Zard, and we gotta stop that, right? We gotta stop taking unnecessary damage.
I mean, I can understand the risk rewards. Like, yeah, maybe you can extend through it, and if it's at range, maybe knock it back at Oolong, but I just think that the reward is often not there. It's not working out in many situations, and you're right. I mean, Beast is kind of tunnel visioning a little bit on it. So right now we are looking for a little bit more of a pickup. Oolong's getting the right air dodges, but he's still getting right back in the mix too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Beast is good at finding a couple of good hits. Love the Vine Whip there. It's not going to be enough, but we got to get some finishers going. I feel like I've seen a couple of missed opportunities here. Beast going for the Flare Blitz. Not going to be enough though. So now we got Oolong hanging out here, and honestly, Oolong is doing what he needs to do, right? Camp with header, and then wait for the good time to go in and still stack up some more of that damage.
Right, and we can still have the Sun Salutation. We've kind of like let off on that one as an option, but Beast is definitely not holding back at all himself. He's going to be able to get that forward smash, take that second stock, and getting in this combo almost off the top. This is what I'm talking about. There's those ceilings that they sneak up on you, and they're going to do it again. Beast unfortunately losing that one, and Oolong makes this a set.
Yeah, no. 2-0 so far for Oolong. It definitely has to be a stage switch at this point, right? I totally agree with you, Nerf, that Oolong's just way too comfortable here. Honestly, if I'm Beast and I want to fight a little bit more close quarters, I definitely want to go on in there and then just start wreaking havoc. So maybe a Hollow Bastion, maybe a little bit of a Smashville. Beast is a close quarters fighter, but I feel like we've seen Oolong play strong all day, going down 2-0 versus Enhanced PB, and now making it all the way to winner semis. It's definitely not out of control here. I see the hover for Town and City, but once again, we will be going to Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, that tracks. I mean, this is where I would think that those vertical kills are going to happen even more, though. I mean, maybe Beast will be able to capture some of that magic himself. I don't know. We haven't seen a lot of like the fly attempts because it's not being able to be used. Oh, actually, never mind. It's going to be Falco. I guess we're flying in a different way. Okay, this is actually makes sense. So you need the reflector in this case.
I'm a little bit worried about this pick for a couple reasons, right? I think this is a good pick. In a best of 5, I always say that going your secondary game 2 is always a nice way to kind of see. Going game 3, you never really know. But this is why we're on this stage, right? We get these, you know, very long percent combos here, but then your Falco off stage versus Wii Fit trainer, it's not necessarily the smartest place that you want to be, but so far so good from both players. Beast definitely looking a little bit more comfortable, but Oolong still just closing the gap so well with header.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, Oolong is very used to a spacey edge guard. You know how to deal with the spacies and how they recover. Unfortunately, you know, it doesn't matter which one it is, it's still going to be edge guarded the same way by Oolong. That time that he's spent dealing with this may be able to help him out, but right now Beast is doing well. I mean, I think he's keeping this very competitive. He's trailing a little bit in percent, but yeah, so far it's the aggressive plays that I think are getting him a little bit more leverage.
I'm not seeing a lot of adaptation from Beast. I'm seeing a lot of like, oh, I hope this works, but I'm not seeing the avid waits. I'm not seeing him try and kind of like dissect when Oolong is throwing out some of these projectiles either. So now, once again, we're seeing just this little neutral.
There, it's right there, there. It's like you're saying, it's like, I hope this works. And it doesn't because it's on shield. It's super unsafe, and Oolong has the right shield options. He's practicing this. We don't have like a lot of Falcos in this region anymore, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oolong's going to send him right up to the sky.
I have no idea why he went straight up like that, off the back foot.
Weird hitboxes on these moves, and of course, like the angles are crazy. Like you get hit with a back hit of like forward air, and you're like, what the heck?
Oh God, Beast taking so much damage here from Oolong, and Oolong pulling away. I mean, we started the stock 0-0 Nerf, and now Beast kind of getting caught up in the blender here, but with Falco, it's very easy to kind of give that back here. Beast able to stabilize a little bit, but once again, you just don't want to battle Wii Fit off stage, and once again, Header coming in as MVP.
Yeah, I can just tell Beast is playing in panic mode. Like, it was the double grab on platform. It tells the whole story. Right now, he's kind of like reeling in his chair after that hit off the top. Again, it's these like vertical kills. Oolong has aerial supremacy, and this shouldn't happen against Falco.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just looking a little bit tough, right? And I think Beast, all he needs to do, go back, throw a couple lasers, figure out the header timing. But here we go, double up tilt here. And honestly, Oolong is actually playing better around the center platform than Beast is. Beast is finding a lot of, the drag downs and the up tilts and the extreme combos, but we're not, I mean, Oolong's getting so much more mileage off of it.
Definitely, and he's recognizing the Falco habits. I think Beast is wearing his heart in his sleeve in his play right now. Getting a quick back throw, and now just a quick sunset, or a quick deep breathe, and now we got this big buff. What are we going to do with it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot we can do, right? Beast, a great parry by Oolong, but honestly, Oolong really doesn't need to do much. The back air off the top, even with great DI, that is going to be Oolong pulling away, cementing himself into winners finals here at Xanadu Homecoming.
Finals,
yeah,
for sure.
I had to think about that for a second.
It's okay. Yeah, that was one side of winners semis, obviously panning out really, really well for Oolong. I mean, I just didn't. I will have to say, like, Beast, he fought really hard. He still has a second chance in
Absolutely.
losers. But I mean, I think even the switch to Falco, I think you kind of alluded to it a little bit at the beginning of that game. It's tough when you swap in game 3.
Yeah.
You're already down 2-0. You know something's got to change. You're more desperate. I think those desperation options for Falco were really not helping him.
Yeah.
I think he needed to play a little bit more defensively, and it's tough because Oolong is such a defensive player, and he knows what's coming.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult to kind of out-camp the camper. It's hard.
Out-camp the camper.
But Falco
is
the anti-camper character for some.
Yeah.
It's like it can really work in these situations. We just didn't get to see it because it didn't flourish enough. We didn't have the conditioning that we needed to set in. There were a lot of factors, but right now, I mean, I think it was the PT getting demolished a little bit that I think was a little bit more telling.